A lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, it is. Evil.
Knievel.
Not our real names.
Nailed it.
Oh, you want me to do my bit? Okay, here we go.
Who are those guys?
You're gonna love it. It's just a little.
What's wrong
We
with
don't
that?
have to start. You just said April.
We could be. What? I didn't name the year. It could be 2027.
That is
by the
true.
time we release
Well,
this
if we
thing.
want it to be vague, we can start
Little bar.
now and say we're hot. Because, we're always on. The thing is, Todd, you say that we're always doing a podcast, and maybe that's true.
When we talk on the phone, I say we should record every conversation because it's like
and I feel that's
it's like we're doing the
like
podcast.
a narcissism I'm not comfortable with at all. Like, I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're doing. See, I'm getting wise to your ways.
Maybe it's no. I see what you're saying.
I see what you're drawing.
But then I immediately think, no, it's not interesting. Welcome to A Little Independent. This is the podcast where two friends talk about independent, obscure, and
I don't know if I'm ready.
just plain weird movies.
It's getting weird in here.
Yeah. Two friends. More friends than two.
We have other friends.
We're playing with this intro, and I don't care that it's messy and choppy. We're human. And welcome to this episode, and it's your pick, dude. It's Todd's pick. You know what? Can we start over the whole thing? Fuck
Yeah.
it. All right.
Call Mark.
I'll just let him know for this one, and we'll start at 4.
Because you didn't do High Tide.
Yeah, I know.
40.
I have too much in my head. All
I'll
right.
write it down. Don't worry. I got you.
You have too much on what?
Too much on my mind. That's cool.
This is what you got. You got the job. You got the hours. Remember how everything is golden.
I'm not
now?
used to having so much time in between. Usually I'm doing one after the other, so. But are we hot? You said you think it's hot. Is it hot in here?
It's getting hot in here.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
I miss those old
Have the one
those old
sing that
jams.
can't sing.
No, I miss those old jams.
So take off all your sweatpants.
All of them? Suggesting you have multiple pairs on. Yes.
It's a layered evening.
Oh my gosh. On that note, welcome to A Little Independent. Yes, the podcast where friends talk about independent, obscure, and just played weird movies. My name is Ryan.
And I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan. That one came from the cojones. That one felt pretty good.
From the cojones,
Yeah,
from
like-
the basement.
The resonation in the
I can only hope that she is, if
my
ever.
cojones are not she, by the way.
Well,
I
no,
don't know what you're
that
getting
Kathleen
here.
Turner, if this ever gets into her periphery, which I would hope someday, that
We love her.
It's seen as the homage that it's meant to be because she is so rad.
Yeah.
I was just again thinking about the 80s, the
Yeah.
ladies of the 80s thing. And
I queued up Romancing the Stone the other night.
Did you?
Yeah, and then
It's
they
always
wanted
good.
like, not that I wouldn't pay, but they wanted like $4 for it, and I'm like, well, I probably have it on DVD somewhere, right? So I'm not going to, spend the $4. But I was actually in the mood to watch. I was going to watch both of them back to back.
yes.
Yeah,
Look at those
we
snappers.
love Kathleen Turner.
Look at those snappers. I always loved that line when I was a kid, and still to this day. Look at those snappers. And there's so much, and that's a movie that I saw too young, didn't understand the nuances of, and there you go. To this day, you see it as an adult, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, that
like,
was...
like when our young kids watch Grease and don't realize all the horrible things.
Grease
that
is
they're-
terrible, and this is not a Little Independent stance. This is a Ryan from A Little Independent stance. Grease is terrible. I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Well, them's fighting words if you're referring to Olivia in any way, shape, or form.
No, she's
She's my
great.
girl.
The message is,
I love Olivia.
good afternoon, Clarice.
Oh, we're cutting Todd off
your
already.
thoughts about Grease?
First one is okay. Second one,
Oh, there is
the
no
worst
there is
thing
no
I've ever
second
seen.
one.
I'm almost
Worst thing
wondering.
I've ever
Okay,
It's like Caddyshack 2. It just doesn't exist.
you've seen them.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
many times.
How old were you when the first time you saw Grease?
Oh, way too young.
See,
Way
there it
too
is.
young.
My kids too. My daughters as well. It's like
Yeah.
And then oh, it's Grease. Go Grease light. And then
Yeah.
you sit down and you watch it, and you're like,
We're like,
oh hell no! I let them watch this.
We can't do this again. welcome to Todd's movie. And dude, can I say,
That
because
sounded like an edit.
it did?
Yeah,
Like,
but we don't edit. Just the way you cut it. It
you
sounded
know
like
what? Sometimes
uh,
it does.
well, it's
I've
you.
listened
It's
to
the
it
mind
back,
of Ryan.
yeah.
Yeah. It's how you when you're ready to move on.
Done, and
you're
we're
done. You're
fucking
gone.
moving on.
The past
And
doesn't
this
exist.
is what leads to some of those great tenuous and tension-filled moments on this show.
Tenuous.
That hopefully, that we've got drinking games going and all that good stuff for, because that's the magic, baby. But what you've done, sir, is, it's beautiful. Weather's getting nicer. I feel better in general on that. And you've given us just a ray of sunshine, like this light.
Are you referring to my movie choice?
Yeah. I mean, like, everybody's gotten to know you now.
This
And I mean through the podcast. And this just fun little, you got a Bond girl in it. You got like the world's greatish, I was going to say greatest British character actor altogether, and greatish came out. And just a lot of fun. So I feel charged right now.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'm glad you're feeling pumped up.
Yeah.
As Arnold would say, because I have something to take you to the next level. Are you ready?
Okay.
I brought something.
Oh.
It's almost like a birthday gift for Ali.
All right.
Or it's too warm to say a Christmas gift. But I have brought something for my
I kind of maybe wonder,
brothers and sisters in arms here.
if I do not think I know what this is.
You should, but and maybe we'll talk just briefly about it. But
Hot stuff, everybody. Stay tuned. Don't press
the bag
forward.
right here. Black with gold.
Oh man.
Not gray.
So, Ryan, you're going to get 2 of these bad boys.
Okay, well, you don't have to go into the sizes and the details, because I don't want to be embarrassed
I'm
here.
not doing the
but
sizes. I'm just checking that.
So what's happening here is that I
Clarice?
think
Thank you.
Todd is in this podcast just so he has a reason to create custom merchandise for himself and his friends. Because
Yes.
we're looking at a little independent pair of sweatpants.
And I would like you to check the label, please.
Oh.
It's really important. The maker.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully...
Am I on brand or what?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So the maker of our sweatpants is actually the company called Independent.
Well,
Ryan didn't want to say it apparently, but I don't care. I
well,
don't care.
just hoping they're doing things in a good manner wherever they're operating from.
We have T-shirts and sweatpants with our logo on them.
Stickers.
And stickers. Mm-hmm. And if you wanted coffee mugs or anything else, that we hope to get that coming in down the line.
Can we
right?
stop this podcast right now? And
No, we want to get into merchandising down the line.
Jess
so
is going
I'm
to
just
freak out.
pointing it out.
I don't think I've even said this was a possibility yet. So thank you for this. And and for the gift of the Disappearance of Alice Creed, 2009 movie that, again, it isn't a lighthearted romp. I hope anybody reading the description is like, what movie are they doing? Like, he watched the right movie, right?
I actually made the mistake of reading the tagline on this one.
Oh, you did?
And I threw something. I threw my
Okay.
phone. It was so bad. I was very distraught.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
When we get to that.
All right.
So, yeah, you named it already, right? You said
I did.
2009. The Disappearance of Alice Creed.
Yes.
And 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Are you okay?
I have a headache.
Okay.
I'm fighting through it. Is that okay?
Do you need Advil?
No, I took.
Oh my God.
I took.
This may be my favorite moment on our show.
I took another
where
brand.
you just took a shit mentally. I don't know what happened. You're just like, here's our movie. Like a camera was put on you, and it's the 5th grade play, and you forgot all the lines.
Please don't write that in the description. Todd takes a shit
All
mentally.
right, well, listen.
Because I have a little dignity. That'll take care of the last.
Well, shit my
remaining of-
sweatpants. I'm gonna coin a phrase. Shit my sweatpants.
Here's your sweatpants.
That's a SMS.
Take a shit mentally.
So our film description. This may be the oddest intro to our podcast we've ever had. And
can't all be the same.
the
Ryan.
aforementioned description that made Todd incensed.
Todd's pod.
Here we go. A rich man's daughter is held captive in an abandoned apartment by 2 former convicts who abducted her and hold her ransom for her father's money.
No, that's not what incensed me.
Okay.
It was the tagline,
Oh, tagline.
not the description.
So that was the description.
Yes.
So what do you think of that?
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really... Well, I haven't actually...
That was just a little fart
Considered
that
it
wasn't
too much.
taking a full shit there. You know, that pause.
Oh, well, no, that... it was... This is something that
We're flinging feces apparently at each other right
I
now.
hadn't really reflected on either, and I'm like, maybe I should reflect on it here, and then thought, no, I shouldn't do that on air. It is billed as a crime thriller. What do you think of that?
Sure. Mystery, maybe?
I would throw mystery
What do
in
you
there.
call it? Well, with all the twists and turns.
So, all right, I'm going to
What
get
would
this
you say?
get this out of the way. A lot of have you read reviews?
No.
So, a lot of the bad reviews when a movie, and I'll get to the point. When a movie has a twist or something, I feel like it just has so much more pressure. So, a lot of the bad reviews for this one, like, oh, I saw the twists coming, or so I don't know that there are any twists in this. Maybe there are some surprises, but it's unfair that a movie, as soon as it has a twist, then the ending, if it's a midway twist, which this one has, then the ending, if it doesn't crush, then your movie sucks and fuck you. And that just gets tiring because...
For certain people, I guess.
I guess.
The ones that are writing the bad reviews.
Well, yeah. And so...
But not for everyone.
Some of the bad reviews... I get like why there could be issues, but when the twists, and then it just becomes a movie about twists.
You set that son of a bitch down in front of me here, and we'll let.
I know, dude.
And I'm going to give him pen and paper and have him write.
I think I've established on the show. You don't fuck with the T as it relates to the reviews on his movies. Mine, he could give fuck all about, but his movies, don't mess with him. Which it's enabled me to have a lot of fun. So it stars, and this is going to be kind of fun with this part of the show, so I love this, but I'm going to do it like I normally do, so let's have some fun with this. It stars Gemma Arterton. Have you ever heard of her?
Yes, right.
You have.
I've heard of Gemma.
Now, I have in the back of my mind, if you don't mind my kind of going into the normal format with you, what do you know her best from? And I have a movie that I think you're going to say, and it's a little bit obscure.
Well, I love Byzantium.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes,
coming
yes.
up. That's going to be one of my picks.
Okay,
down the road for sure. Because a Bond girl as a vampire.
Yeah,
I mean, hello.
and
Sign me up.
Saoirse Ronan, right?
I can never remember her name
Yeah,
ever.
but
how do you get Sosha out of SOA?
Yeah, and there's a lot of other
Is
studies.
she from Isle of Man?
No, and she's not from
She's
the Isle
close.
of Man.
She could swim there.
What do you think the fragrance from that the main fragrance, the main export, the main cologne export smells like in the Isle of Man? I think bad. I don't think anything around man smell. I think, the idea of some dudes smell good, but most guys in general, the idea is, so this is a bad course of action. So, Gemma Arterton, you know her
It
as
smells
a Bond
like
girl.
a damp cave.
So, what do you think of her Bond movie? Now, we cannot go off on a tangent on this.
Sure we can.
Because it's been covered on specifically a podcast about it. But, what do you think of her Bond movie?
Strawberry Fields fucking killed it.
It's a shit name, dude.
I
God.
have a little special moment because in an interview that I watched with her, so the scene where she's laying in bed, bareback, and Bond starts kissing up the back towards her neck.
Sure.
She didn't know. Yeah.
I think
Where's your man card, young man? Let me see it.
I
do
don't
not
remember them
that.
getting together in that movie.
What the fuck?
Did they not? Are they?
Yes,
Isn't
they
she
hooked
a
up.
double cross?
Oh my god! Why? You're right. We probably shouldn't have gone in. So anyway,
I like that movie a lot,
she
to be
didn't
honest, but I'm
know-
forgetting some of the nuances because
Yeah, she didn't know he was going to do that. She thought he was just going to come up behind her, maybe
Daniel Craig.
kiss on her neck or something. Yeah, so he starts
So
with
he
some
started-
of her back and just starts kissing all
Oh.
the way up her back, and she was like, "Ooh, ooh."
what if he just
ooh.
started like legit eating her ass
And then
and then started? Like, instead of just a little dainty, because like going down to the small of the back seems a little aggressive, you know. Like, and she was cool about it. But what if he just was like, "All right, Bond, this is a new Bond.
This is the
He's a man
explicit
of the
portion of the
people."
show. The director would have called cut.
Yeah, that's right. And she probably, rightly so, would have lost.
And Rachel
poison.
would have smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah, Daniel Craig's wife.
Yeah,
I think Quantum
but
of
it
Solace
was funny
is
because she was surprised by that and got like a couple tingles, and then the girl interviewer goes, "Oh yeah, he's James Bond. He can do whatever he wants." And I thought
that's
was
a little problematic.
I thought that was hey, hello there. At least for her, that was the case. So there you go.
Problematic though, for sure.
That's my Quantum of Solace behind the scenes moment.
Well, it's a terrible name, and I don't. Does Quantum of Solace come from a book?
It should just be Casino Royale Part 2.
Oh, and all of those are, and I think they're cool. But
Part 1 through 5. Right?
Her first movie was in 2007. It was called Capturing Mary. It was a TV movie. Did you see that? Dame Maggie Smith is in it,
Well,
and I love
it. Was
Maggie
right
Smith.
after something about Mary, and she was disturbed by it, so she had to capture her.
That was well done, I think.
Stumbled
You know
over
what? We're gonna go to the tape on that one. But Capturing Mary, I haven't seen it. And also that year, she was in a family comedy called St. Trinians, also starring Rupert Everett, and it looks kind of fun.
So you go from these two little, off the radar movies that she gets, right? Her first two, and then
Well, you know what got her?
boom, she's a Bond girl.
No, there was a step in
2008.
between. She was in a little movie called Rock and Rolla, Baby. So that means she was in Gerard Butler's sphere, and that got her Bond. Unconfirmed, but I'm just saying.
I
So
don't know what got her Bond,
but got
but
her the movie.
So you're a Butler over Craig
Oh, as actors,
as
they've
as
both
everything.
been foil or foe to Laura Croft.
Who do you want to be stuck in a cabin in the woods with?
Oh, Gerard Butler, all day.
There was a lot of hesitation there.
It was a little more than I was comfortable with, but I'll work at it.
I'm a Huckleberry.
So the following year, as she played, or as Quantum of Solace came out, she starred in the sequel to St. Trinians. So that jaunty little family comedy, she's in two of those. And that one's called The Legend of Fritton's Gold. So I'm a full title person. And, really important,
He's
is
also
in a
a
movie
full Monty person, which
that-
does disturb us during the podcast and on occasion.
I am so sorry. She's in the first thing I saw her in, and it's an awesome movie, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. And she rocks in it.
She got that movie
So,
because of this movie.
She can do action. She can do anything.
I read that, though. She did get this. The guy saw her in Alice Creed and
I can see
hired her
that.
for that.
She plays Alice Creed, if we didn't say that. And also starring, stealing the show, stealing everything, is Eddie Marzan, who plays Vic. Have you seen him in anything? Steals the show. This man is a goddamn treasure.
146 credits.
You've seen him you've seen him in that much?
No, kind of tongue in cheek, just laughingly. He's very menacing. Vic, he plays Vic.
He's
very menacing.
Amazing in this, and I love this guy. So you don't call to anything with him. He's a character actor.
Yeah.
I think he would call himself a character actor because in an interview of several interviews I watched with him around this movie and just in general in his life, he calls himself the blurry friend in movies. Like I'm the blurry friend in the background.
I've seen him in tons of stuff. I just don't think I can name him right now. But this was his third film that year that he filmed on Isle of Man, which is where it was. And the cool thing is I found out the government actually, they have like their own studio there, and they become an investor on the 6, 7, 8, 9 films that they shoot on Isle of Man per year in their studio.
That's cool.
They invest in the movie there
are a lot of, Australia does that, the film fund and the lottery.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about that, so I'm sorry if I'm speaking out of turn. But I do know
I just thought it was cool
some
when they
countries
were...
do, and that's super cool. His first role, he was uncredited in Empire State, 1987. Empire State, amazing movie. I know him. Don't want to kill you. That's a one-liner that in my household, I could say that and everybody knows the movie.
You were holding a shiv in your right hand.
Yeah. So he plays Mugger number 1 in The Man Who Knew Too Little with Bill Murray. I love that movie, 1997. I love that movie. And he's a mugger. And he's got this, anyway, don't want to kill you. And it's great. It's awesome. He's in The Emperor's New Clothes. He starts to gain prominence a little bit in 2001. He's in Gangs of New York, 21 Grams, V for Vendetta. Like, this is stuff that you just rattle off. And he's The Illusionist, Mission Impossible 3, the best one. He's in Hancock. And I've said it on this show. I love that movie.
Only because Charlize is in it.
Oh no, I love this guy. He's a villain in it. Hancock cuts his hand off. Like
he's a villain in a lot of them.
I'm a character actor, celebrator, and we wouldn't have movies without them. And he's a lead in this, and he fucking smokes this movie. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Are you talking about
Eddie
Creed
Marsan.
or the one you? I can't keep up. Are you talking about the one we're doing or the one
we're doing? Everything is in The World's End.
He smokes in everything.
Atomic Blonde. He's in
is
Deadpool
a
2.
smoker.
He's in Marvel. He's in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
I love this guy. Best known for IMDb. What would you guess?
Sherlock Holmes.
That's not on there.
Damn it.
Maybe because he's not in the first one.
He looks like a guy that would be in a Sherlock Holmes movie.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know.
He's
got 146 credits.
He plays Inspector Lestrade in the second one and the upcoming third one. Are you shitting me?
There you go. I already took one
You
shit today.
smug
so
motherfucker. Look at you. Wow. So his best known for Happy Go
I'm
Lucky.
sweating. Can we get some air in here?
Happy Go Lucky. He's very awarded for that. The World's End, which I love. 21 Grams and
I saw that.
The Disappearance of Alice Creek. This is
Creed.
in his IMDb. Creed. Yeah,
Creed.
I'm gonna fuck that up
With eyes
the
wide
whole
open.
time. Yep. And also starring in this
That's
poor
terrible.
guy, but Martin Compston. So the guy who played Danny. Did you see? Did you
Oh,
recognize him from
Danny
anything at a
boy.
time? I did not.
He had an Irish accent.
Yes, he did. That's it. That's all you got. Because that's all I had too. Yeah. I'm like, cool accent.
So
And-
what I did get from one of his interviews was he was just preparing to leave to come to probably to either New York or LA to make a go of it.
Oh, really?
As he put it, yeah, he was going to go for it. He was going to move to the States and try to become the man. And then his agent gives him the script, and he's like, you got to do this. You got to do this. And I imagine the other two had already signed
Then
on.
he gets to the scene where he's got to openly expose his taint to another actress, and he said yes for a long
He
time.
exposes everything.
We're
He-
going to get to that.
He lets it swing,
and
baby.
more.
He's swinging for the fences.
His
This
name is
just like in
Martin.
Signs.
Compston, yes, he gives Forgetting Sarah Marshall a run for its money. I believe he did fluff it a little bit. Again, we'll get there. Martin Compston is his name. His first movie was a starring role in 2002. Now, this has come up
Really?
a few times on this show where actors, bigger or maybe lesser known,
Yeah.
their first movie has been a starring
They
role.
get a lead, yeah.
It's
We had one not too long
2002
ago.
called Sweet 16, and it looks good. He looks really good in it. He's in a movie. I have seen him, and I can't place him. He's in a movie I really love called Doomsday. I've talked to you about it ad nauseum. You won't see it, I think, because it's so violent and nuts. But in like before this show, like before civilian in civilian life, before we had this alter ego.
There's no violence in this one. So
Well, like no, Doomsday is like this is
Tame.
Alice in Wonderland compared to Doomsday for sure. He's in a movie that I think you've seen, and you said, or maybe I got this wrong. You texted me. You saw a movie. It was
Yes.
a very Ryan movie to see, and I'm like, good for you, Todd. Strippers versus werewolves.
No, it was
Yes.
strippers.
I know.
What's the one where Jenna is in?
You talked it on another. Was it a zombie strippers maybe or something?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, shoot.
yeah. That's it. Zombie strippers.
My friend, I'm sorry. This fella, is in Strippers versus Werewolves.
He could have been in that one.
And also Strippers versus Werewolves starring Billy Murray. So not to be confused with Bill Murray.
So they're all in Billy Murray movies
Yeah.
except for...
Yeah. This guy's
Gemma.
legit. And this was written and directed by Jay Blakeson.
I just want to...
Oh boy, you just set up. I'm sure your nipples are hard right now.
How the shoulders
Wow.
went back.
The floor is yours, sir.
So
You have something to say.
I am a big fan of this guy. And now that I've done the research and checked it out. So the coolest thing that I found about happened with him with this movie is 2 other movies were made that are the exact same movie as this. So because not only that, is these high-end actors took his script, took on his movie. It wasn't because of budget. It was because they loved the script so much.
Well, it had a
And
decent budget.
he wrote the hell out of that script. And there is 2 other movies. One is in 2014 called Reckless in Dutch, or Bloedlink.
I'm so glad you brought the Dutch pronunciation.
It was
Are
Joost
we-
from Amsterdam.
Can we get our research department to double check that we
Clarice,
pronounced that correctly?
Can you ask Siri if Bloedlink
Because if
is
you
how you say that?
accidentally said some like horribly pornographic sex act in Dutch,
Oh yeah.
or anything worse,
It is Amsterdam.
Maybe we
so
should know.
it probably exists. There's probably a Bloedlink.
they get wild there. I've heard.
I've heard.
That's cool.
Then 5 years later, Kidnapping Stella, the German version. So that was a little more edgy, but essentially it's the exact same movie. So we're coming up on a year from now would be another 5 years. So it's time for another one because they're doing one every 5 years. So I say the USA needs to step forward.
Okay,
We have a Dutch, we have a German, and we have an English.
I have a very earnest question for you.
I'm not doing it
Why do we need another?
because they're all great.
Have you seen more than one?
I've watched all 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They're all great. And in fact, when I was watching Reckless, I'm like, holy shit, this might be better. And then when I rewatched Alice, there's a reason that it's the best one because there is a certain je ne sais quoi.
Interesting. I'm
Gemma.
fascinated by that.
Gemma
I think you
sais
told me.
quoi.
I think you told me that you saw all 3 actually.
Why are you passing over that perfect dad joke? I mean, it was beautiful.
I'm hoping the listeners are passing over
Gemma
it.
sais quoi.
Jay Blakeson. Do we have a line on his name? His first name? Is this a stage name? I didn't actually get into that. Jay Blakeson.
They call him Jay. The actor
He wrote the movie The Descent Part 2 as well, which The Descent and The Descent Part 2, really good movies. That German remake called Kidnapping Stella was a 2019 remake, and it was released by Netflix.
Yeah.
This gentleman also directed a short. His first movie was a short called Pitch Perfect, which is funny, not that one.
Because it's a movie.
He directed The Fifth Wave, and he directed a movie that's pretty hot topic of mine. I had a hot take on it on this podcast.
You and I both watch. I'm the one that told you about that.
Yeah,
one,
and I
too.
hate it. And
You hate it?
Oh yeah,
I care a lot?
Yeah, couldn't stand it.
You didn't like any of it?
No, I maybe that's why it's a good movie, but I hated the character. I get it, but it was just like,
I'm drawing a blank on her name. Blondie.
Also a Bond girl.
Yes.
Rosamund Pike.
Yes.
Rosamund Pike.
So
Gone Girl.
let's just talk about how he writes such good scripts that all these high-end actors sign on.
That is true.
How about Chloe in The Fifth Wave? She has become quite the star now.
I wasn't a fan of The Fifth Wave either. I don't know if I like
You
this guy at
suck.
all. So here, now I can't wait. We're going to get to the tagline. And let's see if we can
Is
generate
this on? Am I even here?
that Irie that you displayed so beautifully.
Yes.
Here's the tagline, which you know already. Missing. Where's Alice Creed?
If someone got paid for that, they should return their money.
It's not on the poster.
Good.
So I don't know.
Watch the director wrote it.
Well,
the guy that I'm building up.
Hour and 40 minutes.
What
like
do you think
said.
of that tagline?
I don't. I kind of
So
like it.
the title of the movie is The Disappearance of Alice Creed.
Right.
So how is that tagline helpful?
It's perfect because I think it ties to the end.
Well, that's what the whole movie's about.
Well, what do you think about the title?
The end.
What do you think about the title?
I think it's kind of flat.
Well, there's something interesting to me about this movie in that it's uninteresting.
Kidnapping Alice?
Well, that's the
because
thing.
they did Kidnapping Stella
That's the thing.
10 years later.
She doesn't go home at the end.
But she's kidnapped.
Yeah, but she disappears. That's why the title makes sense. And missing, where's Alice Creed? Because it is unsolved to this day. That's what I think is kind of fun
Is it a true
about
story?
it. No, but that's what I took from it upon the second viewing. Is the end was a little more. I don't know. I didn't take in the ending as much, and this time I really took it in and just saw. I mean, the movie should be, in general, called "Fuck Danny," because this fucking asshole is the worst. Amazing acting, you know what I mean? But story wise,
I think
this guy
your method actor did take care of that in prison quite well.
And it starts as a stars company.
Is this on? Am I here?
Is that like a prison rape joke? We'll get to those, I suppose.
thought you would give me something back.
Those are easy money.
Am I?
Wah, wah, and not to throw shade, but
You just did. You feces right at me. You're just monkey flinging feces tonight.
All right. Well, if we're going to do prison rape jokes, then they have to be super funny. Like really original and funny.
Yes. And what I think is funny and what you think is funny probably doesn't match. So we'll just plod along.
Oh my gosh. You're such a defeatist today.
I got a headache. Did I say that?
Yes.
I have a headache, dear.
Every time you say it, it's like I see I have a headache. It's like how Billy Crystal says it in Throw Mama from the Train. I have an enormous headache behind my eye.
Well, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, just like,
I
I have
am
a headache.
plowing through this
You're doing
episode.
good, man. You're doing on this assault on your ever being. Well, it starts out as a Stars company and Anchor Bay comes up, and I like those two companies. Anchor Bay does a lot of great movies, and then I love the little production company things, and you think that's super nerdy, and I get that, but a bigger boat production company come up with the little barrels.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it was funny.
And you know how you're the one.
Is that a UK British company or something?
Oh no.
Is that probably distribution rights?
Gosh,
maybe?
we couldn't be married because my wife is like, Jaws reference, cool, and I'm like, that's my girl. It's a Jaws reference. We're gonna need a bigger boat, the barrels.
I know that.
Oh.
I'm just saying, is it because that's
I could give a
clearly an American movie? I just wondered if that was a British company.
Yeah. Like they shouldn't be taking our stuff.
No.
Now we've hit the French. Have we hit the British? Todd is officially saying, fuck you, British people. You can't take our stuff.
I did not say that.
You can't take Jaws from us. Your production company.
Spielberg might have said that.
Yeah.
It's probably just to distribute. We have no idea.
I love that stuff because
we are
like you
wing walkers.
You're making a movie. Like it's your baby, and that's somebody who cares about it. And they get to make their, Scott Free Productions, Ridley Scott, started, you look at some of these when they started smaller and now they're still using like the same, like Bad Robot.
Yeah.
That's J.J. Abrams. And he was using it when he was little J.J. Abrams. I think that stuff's kind of cool.
Rodriguez, his company.
Absolutely. Troublemaker Studios.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing, but, it was humble once and now it's attached to like, huge money. So I loved a bigger boat. Huge money. This movie starts and I wrote down HGTV.
Thank God the movie's starting.
Oh, I took too long, huh?
I'm just I am just being a pistol tonight because did I mention I have a headache?
Whoa. Brand new information.
I'm feeling better. Now I got Clarice on your side.
Did you hear? That was just like sludge thrown at you.
Somebody's it's because you guys are on the other side of the table. You feel like
I thought about
opponents.
this too, and for everybody who's interested, yeah,
Is this
it
on?
typically is. Are you really tapping it when you do that?
Yeah.
Because our engineers are going to hate you. We're sorry. The movie starts off, and I wrote HGTV because it's like, it's an HGTV show on how to kidnap somebody. These people they're, you know what I want to say about them? To a point is they're very thorough and kind of professional, I guess. Or they have the appearance of it. But it's like they're at the hardware store, they're getting stuff ready. The music is going, which I think is one thing that helps a movie immensely, is music, and the music in this is awesome.
And the fact that it goes 5.5 minutes through this whole sequence without
a word. Yep.
They could have had some mouth eating
5
sounds
minutes
in there.
and 51 seconds.
I
And
mean, it
the
would have been
first,
nice to have a little
there's
going on during
why
that.
would you hurt me like that? He was like looking
Did
me
it
dead in
get-
my eyes.
It's
too,
like
you
I wasn't going
fucker.
to stop doing it until I saw that look.
There's mouth sounds in this movie.
Is there?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I won't point them
Oh,
out.
the minestrone? No.
Oh, okay, good. Because I thought we might have another gate on our hands, but you have an idea of this. All right, so these two,
Yes, I got the soup.
these two individuals are preparing for a kidnapping. They're lining the inside of a van. Like, you're a criminally badass dude. Like, what do you think of this intro? Are they doing a good job?
Can I make a confession?
Oh no, not now.
I probably shouldn't.
Brace
So,
yourself.
no, the movie that I wrote, and I hadn't seen this one, is very similar to that because I had, as far as setting up a van for surveillance, because it has that,
Like Sneakers. That's
That
one of
in
my
it.
favorite surveillance fans
and that's,
and
you know,
surveillance movies.
so that whole thing was written from
So what's the confession?
personal experience.
What's the confession?
That I wrote a whole scene on setting up a surveillance van from actual experience.
That's not a confession. That's just sharing a thing.
Oh, you thought I kidnapped somebody?
Well, no. Confession kind of meant, I don't know, like I trained with the police one time and we went through this.
Oh.
Or I kidnapped somebody.
I trained
I'd
with a
take
private
that.
investigation company on how to set up a surveillance van and do surveillances, and then I wrote it into a script exactly how
Does
to do
that
it.
sound confession anymore?
Well,
The
that-
previous thing was like, this is something I've done. You should talk
this
about
is
your
a
movie
life
more.
Fact.
Yeah. You should talk about your movie more. You will never talk
What is
about
happening?
it to me.
I've got like duo. Okay, fine.
But you should talk about your movie more, I think.
Well, this relates to the movie, does
Yeah.
it not?
So, well, you haven't told me anything about your movie. You've been very, very obscured. You've said it's too dangerous for me to know. But you've been slowly dropping hints about your movie.
Oh, when you're saying my movie, I thought
The
you were
movie
talking
you
about
wrote.
Alice. Yeah, the one I
because
wrote.
that was the topic we were
The
on.
reason I didn't
So on this
pursue it,
podcast is
the reason
when-
I didn't make it was because I didn't want to show bad people how to do it.
All right.
So
You know, there's plenty of movies out there already doing that and have
this
been
was
for a
probably
long
too detailed, though. I just felt it was too. I didn't want that. I didn't want that on my
time.
conscience.
So as a service to the public, you can still not tell me anything about your movie.
no,
Okay. I'm in. Well, okay. So as a clearly disturbed individual who's written a movie that is too dangerous to be released, what do you think about their prep? I mean, it like kind of scares me when it's that.
what makes
that
you
much
think
prep.
I'm disturbed?
You know what I mean? Like the lying in the van,
Yeah,
picking the right mattress. That is what. And so there's so many things that tee you up to little things later in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why do they give a shit about the mattress? They're testing it out, and Danny is like, yeah, this will do.
yeah. I don't know. It looked like he was just testing the comfort for it. But
I know,
that was
but why-
kind of weird.
But knowing what's going on, I feel like I know why.
Oh yeah, well, they're loading the cart with soundproofing material.
So they got the
and-
whole thing, and I wrote down like, these guys are serious. Are they kidnapping a dinosaur? Because there's heavy chains. There's, I mean, bolts on an apartment door. Do you think there is a hallway to this apartment?
Well, I got saw, rope, drill, soundproofing,
Yeah,
and then they prep the windows and walls.
they're.
Then they go in the woods and dig a hole.
I mean, so yeah, they're very planned. They're very prepared.
And
They're-
edited so like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom,
They're
boom,
changing
very
it to
systematic.
uniforms.
Yeah,
No dialogue is cool.
no, it's
Like,
perfect for this.
But what do you make of it when they're putting on uniforms and Vic, who is Eddie Marsan, he helps Danny with his tie. So there's this. I get
that's the
Big
first
Brother
hint
stuff.
towards
I know.
the alpha and the subordinate.
Yeah, and I wrote down alpha too, and it's fascinating. But there's this care, and when the second surprise is revealed, all that is written beautifully because Vic is fucking unhinged. You don't know whether he's like your dad. Are you going to hit me and then hug me? Did I say too much? Anyway.
Confessions.
And I think Eddie Marsan, who is like just steals this movie, just crushes this, in these little touches.
Do you think he's better than Gemma?
Oh yeah, 1,000%. There's nobody else in this movie. This guy is a national treasure. She's amazing, and there's stuff about behind the scenes that she committed to that was nuts. But
The places she went.
Yeah.
As a woman, places she had to go, and she went there clearly. I found 1,000% truly amazing.
You watch a movie like this, and you wanna, if like they were all in here, I'd want to be like, why'd you do this movie? This doesn't seem like fun. This seems stressful. Like going to work every day must suck. I'm gonna pretend to pee in a funnel and look human, like
you think that
the
was
degradation
pretend?
of humanity.
Oh no.
You think it was method acting? It was real. She had to pee in that funnel. Why'd they have to show the pee?
Just
by the way,
like
too?
being in the house.
No,
because,
thank you. It wasn't real pee, clearly, but I'm like,
So
I
I
get what
always
happened.
pick movies with realism, right? Or I love to pick realistic
Yes,
movies.
you do.
And this fucker is realistic.
It's very realistic, I think. But there's this Big Brother alpha. There's a care when he throws on the tie.
Yeah, he is. And I found it interesting how they were dressing up in like a bow tie and a suit jacket for the actual kidnapping. So they'd be less recognized because they're never going to get dressed up like that again.
There's not a lot of info on our characters. We don't know who Alice Creed is necessarily, who her
find
father
out
is.
as we go.
A little bit, but there's not a lot of why, a lot of who. It could be, it's more, I think, about the performances of these people. And there doesn't have to be these, there's a couple of switcheroos in it, but there doesn't have to be a huge.
Well, I think enough of the backstory gets revealed as the movie goes along, which is great writing as opposed to just saying it all. Like, you don't know what's going on, and then later on you find out, oh, it's Rich Man's daughter. Oh, it's, we're going to reveal those twists.
Yeah.
But I like that you find out as you go, and that's how he wrote it. He, didn't know what was coming up next. He just sat down and wrote it beginning to end, kind of letting the story reveal itself.
Yeah.
So take a drink, everyone, because this film was shot in 4 weeks. It was filmed in sequence for less than £1 million on the Isle of Man.
Why is that
okay,
taking a
moving
drink?
along, because I pulled back.
You didn't pull back. That's just a fact.
That's the beginning. It's in the beginning of my notes, see?
Oh, no, for your notes. No, I'm saying like when you pull back the podcast, like when you have to go back into the movie or something. I think, right? We'll have to check the boards on that, but don't worry.
You just
I feel like
want
you're
to keep
stressing out
sticking
too
it to. So am I Danny in this episode? Is that what's going on?
I
here?
feel like you're stressing out too much. That's what it is.
I always stress out.
And yes,
Do I belong here?
it was an independent movie.
Is this chair going to be replaced?
They kidnap a woman.
You're not gonna
They
fire me,
bring
are you?
her in an apartment. She's noisy. Your thoughts? Like there had to be a common hallway.
It's
This is not
it's an
discreet.
abandoned building.
You think it
Yeah.
looks nice for abandoned? So that's
No,
a
it
win.
wasn't. It was a shithole.
Uh,
Where have you lived?
well, northwest suburbs of Chicago,
Yeah.
San Francisco, Miami. Pretty good places. No. I just,
Well, they
in
weren't-
general, when you think abandoned, I think much more. Well, I mean, maybe they cleaned it up nice, and maybe that's why. Does that play into the fastidiousness of their plan? Because it didn't. Honestly, They soundproofed the bed. Like it
Yeah.
looked functional to me.
Well, let's talk about her fighting. Her, from the kidnapping up to the room and the initial throwdown on the bed to chain her down and rope her feet down.
How specific do you want to get?
I thought she was just so real.
How
I mean,
do you-
I felt like
how
she
do
was
you do
really being
that?
kidnapped.
Well, she was literally punched making the movie.
That was a later scene. We're going to
So-
talk about that. Yeah,
So,
your
But
guy,
how
your
do
guy
you-
punched my girl in the face.
and she was
For real.
probably looking for that realism. But how do you, as an actor, how do you like? All right, I've heard them be like, all right, give me everything you got. How do you do this? How do you? I mean, that first take has to be a little backed off.
When they're talented like that, they can shut
I
it,
don't-
turn
I
it
don't
on
know.
and off. But this one helps, I think, because they're actually physically doing. They're putting a bag over her head.
Yeah.
They're using real handcuffs, real ropes. They're tight. She had, all kinds of rash marks and stuff from the cuffs. I don't know if you've ever worn handcuffs, but they hurt. I mean,
No
if you
comment.
don't. Yeah, that didn't sound right.
In any capacity.
I used to
If
work
they
in
had fur on them
self-defense
or not.
tactics, and yeah, we used to like wrap stuff around the wrist so that because putting the cuffs on
Yeah.
throughout the day, it's painful.
And I feel like everybody does that move after they take the cuffs off in the movies.
Yeah, can you
Rubbing the wrist.
He's rubbing the wrist. Oh, so
The
circularly.
cuffs may have been on for 16 seconds. Somebody gets those cuffs off, and you got to be like, I don't know why.
Well, it's what like Bond doing the cufflinks.
Oh gosh, that's such a sexy move. Holy shit. When he comes off of that crane into
Yep.
the back of that
And
train
he does
car,
this, and you can't.
I don't care.
How do you describe what I'm doing?
He pulls his
And then he does
cufflink
the
shirt
jacket
down.
like- yeah.
If you don't get just a general boner of whatever type you get of any kind,
You
that
should monitor to see if it moves.
is, I mean, holy shit. Anyway, so these people are very, very serious about
Hashtag Bond boner.
about this kidnapping. Now it makes
No,
more
too
sense.
much?
They're in an abandoned building and they get her chained down, but they're again very fastidious about, they're very regimented. They're not talking.
No,
They're like really
and she
fucking
is
serious
fighting
about this.
and kicking. I mean, for real. And yeah, so I found it
You
interesting.
seem to want to go back to this fight.
Yeah, I want to talk about that cuffing. They handcuffed her hands, but they used ropes for the feet. Why do you think that is?
Well, because
That was a
there's-
quick comeback because you were just losing it a second ago.
because there is an inherent there's an ulterior motive. I second guessed everything
Yeah,
as to why, because Danny kind of influenced, and I think he picked a comfier mattress because, I mean, here's the elephant in the room. Alice and Danny are a couple, and
it gets revealed later on.
and so the thing is I think everything they've done is part of a way to make her as comfortable as possible. So I think maybe that's why, or because they knew they had to undo her feet a bunch because they disrobe her, then they put clothes on her. So maybe that's for ease. Kidnappers out there, email us at alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com. Tell us maybe why they would have done that. I have no fucking clue,
Yeah,
to be honest. But I'm just thinking
and
he tried because this dude does the worst goddamn thing to a girlfriend you can do. Can we say that? Is that controversial?
so and she
He has
she
her
doesn't
kidnapped.
know.
He's involved in her kidnapping without her being a part of it. So admittedly, he does a really bad thing. But they keep her hydrated. They're like
$2 million.
they're focused on, so before you know this though, like these are methodical. They're like down to it. And as much so they get her settled. She's disrobed, although I don't know why they have to take her clothes off just to put new clothes on, or maybe that's just to get some
It was
boobies
very
in the movie.
disturbing though.
I don't
How
know.
they cut her clothes off.
Yeah, so I
And
don't know.
and she's fighting the whole way. She's screaming. She's crying. Was Jess disturbed?
Well, all I heard in the background was Todd's pick, right? So it's like, yeah.
Oh, so she left the room.
No.
You're baiting me, and
We've seen
I know.
it before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, we've seen it before. And she was just like, "This is intense." And I was like, "Yeah, it's intense, but there's an element of the movie that I just really like, and it's Eddie Marsan." So this guy could just be on screen just taking a poop, and I'd be like...
And I thought it would be
I'm in.
great, because my last pick was a kidnapping comedy, that it would be great to do
Another kidnapping comedy? You rube.
drama. This is not a comedy.
It's not.
If you go in thinking this is a comedy, you're gonna get a rude awakening.
Again, but when they do speak to her in Eddie Marsan, I think they make it a conscious decision to show how he's looking at her, and he looks at her like a piece of meat. They show Danny, and he's always looking at her totally different. So if you go back and watch it, Eddie Marsan's look is chilling as fuck.
Yeah, and Gemma was scared.
I can see why.
It made the quote acting a lot easier because she was afraid of the guy.
Yeah, and I don't know, he's pretty short in stature, but he's like an intense dude.
Oh, he looks like he can knock your block off.
So we get to a point where they're sitting to eat, and I'm fascinated by the conversation they have. The Danny brings a beer out, and he's just really casual about this. And this is another scene, and this leads to my clip actually. So my clip's early. Did you peg that my clip?
I did.
Fuck.
I think
that.
I did.
The theme of this show is fuck that.
That was, I swear to God, that was what I picked, but then I thought it was going to be too long that you wouldn't do it. So did you do the part after the fuck that, or did you stop it at the fuck that? Kids, let's find out.
It's a longer clip.
Don't answer it. Yeah, I nailed it. I did pick that because I know your love for Mr. Ed and
Mr. Ed. So
Wilbur
horses? I don't get that one.
I just was throwing it back.
I love Mr. Ed. Has that been established on the show? Is that lore? Can we check the tapes?
You've never said you love Mr. Ed. Was that a childhood thing for you?
Action Jackson. It happens in Action Jackson where the guy's like, I'm Mr. Ed, and he attacks somebody. That's
I thought you were the talking horse kids show.
Yeah. Well, they're sitting at dinner, and what are they eating? You said minestrone?
No, that was the soup that he feeds.
Oh, okay. So
Gemma.
I said chili mac. What are they eating in this scene?
I thought it was a TV dinner.
Something like that?
Because they cooked it in a microwave, and it was on a little tray.
Vic says, eat. And Danny's like, oh, I'm not hungry. And I'm just like, this dude's too casual. And don't have a beer or whatever. And Vic gets up, and he shoves food in this guy's face. And I'm like, holy fuck. Again, what we find out later, that's messed up. Even for how they, have met and got along together. And he says, you haven't eaten since breakfast. You've done 9 hours of work. You're not hungry. That means something's wrong. And he goes into this diatribe.
And I knew you would love it.
And it's brilliant. So
we know each other pretty well.
You've pegged it more times than not.
Don't say pegged it. Not in this movie.
Oh, you've pegged it more times than not. Ooh.
No.
All right, so here's him.
Ouch.
Here's Vic talking to Danny about something maybe being wrong.
Cool.
That's what I told you, I'm not hungry. You haven't eaten for 9 hours, you've been doing physical work and you're still not hungry. No. What? If you're not hungry, it means that something's not right. It means you're thinking too much about whether we've done everything right or whether we've made a mistake along the way that will get us caught and get us 20 years in jail. Or maybe you're thinking about whether we have to rough up that girl or perhaps even kill her. Or worse, maybe you are getting sent to fucking mental now. This girl isn't just theoretical. Now you've looked into her eyes. Maybe you're having second thoughts. Maybe your conscience is eating away at your conviction. And maybe you're persuading yourself that the best thing to do is just go in there, untie her and let her go. Will you listen to me? Fuck that! You understand? Look at me. Look at me. Fuck that. We are in this. And we are too far along to get fucking squeamish. Now, any doubts that you have are just bullshit. They're just knee-jerk bullshit, and you know it. You know it. You know it. So you say it. Say what? Fuck that! Fuck that. Again. Fuck that. Now don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't figure out which one's the alpha in
He's
that
like
scene.
really juicy on that bullshit. Like we talked about how they say bulls.
Yeah.
Bullshit. But holy shit, man.
Holy
and they're
shit,
a couple. They're a couple. Now, did you see it coming that they were a couple?
No. Nope.
Danny and Vic?
Nope. When he planted one on him and when that scene happened, I was like, the first time I watched it was a while ago. I mean,
Yeah.
a year or two ago. Yeah. Oh, and complete surprise.
It really creates a lot of different tension because you have the reveal that Danny and Alice are a couple.
Yeah.
And that's just, then
they were before he went into prison.
right.
Yeah.
So here's the backstory. I mean, it's revealed that Danny and Alice are a couple. Danny and Vic have met in prison. What do you think, Danny? Does he say what he went to prison for? And it's not a long time, so it must not be a.
No.
So he goes in for something. And
The only
that's weird
the
because-
only thing that's revealed is later on when he says how Vic protected him.
Right.
He's trying to get him not
so
to shoot him.
You have that old story, that old chestnut,
Yeah,
two
yeah.
guys meet in prison
Yeah,
and
he's
they
his
hatch a
prison
plan,
bitch, and then
and well, it seems
Vic
more
falls in love
tender
with
than
him.
that. My God, man,
so
you
it's
went all the way to prison, bitch.
It's more like Brokeback Mountain. I'm sorry, it's more tender.
They're loving, and
It's more like the Joker and the Zodiac.
this was
Hunter,
Eddie Marzan's first on-screen kiss, I think, ever.
and probably last.
I don't think so.
It
Man
was,
can kiss.
It's,
I mean, like
it's insanely intense.
as
I
far-
was like,
yeah.
fuck.
It's
How did they?
yeah.
I couldn't do it.
And it's a powerful motivation,
Yeah.
because you're like, the guy is in a pickle one, and then you're like, uh-oh. Because the reveal that, Danny takes Alice, there's the reveal that there, because she, tries to go to the loo, and it's, all these just indelicacies heaped upon her. And she gets herself free, grabs the gun. Now, I have a question about this gunplay situation.
Okay, so the first scene where, because there's a couple of scenes like where he's holding the gun on her, or where there's
when she gets the gun from him and ends up shooting into the wall.
yeah,
Would soundproofing stop a bullet like that?
that was a little much.
Oh, was that? Okay.
That was a little.
And I think that's awesome
you know.
because as they're caring for her and you have Vic is going out on these missions. Did you send the email? Did you send it? And Vic's like, yeah, I sent it. So are you thinking this whole time like Vic's fucking him? And then you like Danny's fucking Vic over, which he is. And then you're like, everybody's fucked. This thing is not going to go well. Because I'm having a good time now.
Who's with who?
Like it's
Yeah.
a mess.
Well, when she first, are we talking about the scene where she hits him in the head with the bucket, and he drops the gun, and she gets
Are you
the gun?
discombobulated because we have
Yeah, this is like a Quentin Tarantino movie where we're jumping all over. This episode is setting a new precedence. This is our, God, what's the name of the movie?
I know they love it when we just do it minute to minute.
Every
analysis,
single
I get it,
episode
but,
is the same.
There's a lot of there is
What
a
is
lot of
wrong
nuance
with
in this movie, but I do want people to watch it. And yes, there's some criticism that the movie's a little slow or a little boring. Some people fast forwarded. There's some minutia in it, but the performances keep me going.
I saw no minutia. What? Where
The
did
small
you see?
details.
Was it on the wall? What?
I thought it was a very clean abandoned apartment, as I've established earlier. I don't know shit. I don't know anything.
The shithole. What? Apartment day.
Well,
Shitty.
I love this tension. I love the tension that's exposed pretty early in the movie.
How clever that was. So she has been instructed of how to signal when she's got to go to the bathroom. So she's signaling. Vic is gone to do the money thing. And she doesn't know it's Danny at this point. She signals that she's got to go number 2. He comes in with a bucket. He only undoes one foot and one hand so she can lean off the side of the bed. sets the bucket and the toilet paper there. So she turns her back to him, and then she does this whole thing, I can't go with you watching. And I'm like, hell yeah. Can't do it with somebody watching like that. So she convinces him to turn around. Then she stands
Would you not
up.
have just taken the biggest shit that you can to just revolt him? Because I thought, that's a good ploy
I
to get.
can't shit on demand like you.
I don't know that I can either.
I'm a little jealous.
Actually, I'm not. That was a little bit presumptuous to think I could, sir.
The way you said it was you owned it.
I would. I did. I came off a little
SOD,
braggy
man.
there.
Ryan can SOD.
But if I would try to be as uncomfortable and gross as I could. Oh, but they did say earlier we're not changing the sheet. Oh no, but she was.
So when she hits him with the bucket, then it would have all the feces in it. So she would really.
I guess. Wouldn't
is that
be
what you're looking for?
Like the messiest.
I don't think they had it in the
kidnapped victim you
budget. Otherwise, he might have wrote
But
it in there.
logistically, I mean, you've given a lot of people like for real tips. Like, wouldn't you be the real
On
like
shitting
the
in a
messiest?
bucket?
No, the messiest kidnap victim you can be, or be hard on them, or like
No,
be gross, or just
she didn't
wouldn't
have to
the
shit.
thought.
So the whole plan was to, and so he gets hit in the head from behind with the bucket. He falls forward, drops the gun. She slides the gun over, I think, with her feet, gets the gun on him, and that's when he reveals, don't shoot, it's Danny. And her reaction was just so amazing. What the fuck? Calls him a cunt. Which we've talked about before.
The British version.
In British version means a little something different.
So this is a girl who is the daughter of a wealthy person. I'm curious as to how this guy ended up going to prison. Because if he's got a girl who's, married or whose father, maybe you hope to marry into it. So that's a bummer.
Well, the dad's disowning her. So maybe my mind just goes to because they were dating, like,
So, but, it's a daughter.
I told you that guy was trouble. If you're going to date him.
What this guy thinks to do is he finds a lover in prison that I think maybe does Danny have genuine care for Vic at all or nothing? Because I kind of think there's nothing there.
It's open to your own interpretation in this version.
I think it's nothing.
There's the other two movies. One of them is very detailed.
Interesting.
Even more so than this one, where they spell out exactly who he's with.
The laws of averages. Over 3, does Danny really love Vic? Over 3 movies?
I think my take on it was Danny is playing to himself.
Okay.
Whichever way works out, that he can get away and get the money.
Back to our original title of Fuck Danny, You Suck.
That's what he's doing. He's
Fuck Danny, you suck.
And I think either way, he's going to take the money from whichever one he ends up with.
Okay. Oh, man. That's heartbreaking. Poor Vic.
What?
This guy,
why Vic?
Poor Vic.
Gemma gets the shit beat out of her.
Alice is going to be fine. She's going to be fine. She's going to be like, Daddy, I've been kidnapped. So they're really going through with a real kidnapping. So there's the thing. Alice does have a family on the other end who is ostensibly being contacted and coming through, and ultimately does come through with money. So, like, there's this, you don't hear from any of those people. There's somebody on the other end of the phone. So as far as cast, it's only the 3.
Yeah. And most of it's in a single location. But when Danny convinces her to give him the gun and that they can get the money, I love the way she gave the gun back to him. She just disgustingly throws it down at the ground at his feet.
Well, she's like,
she didn't hand it to him.
You kidnapped me, and we're gonna do this because Vic is gonna kill them both.
That's the only reason she goes along with it is because.
So, Clarice, is this
dead.
a relationship ender? A guy you've been dating goes into prison, comes out, kidnaps you, unbeknownst to you, for ransom on your father who's disowning you.
Yep.
Was that okay?
Yeah.
Well, she did want to be back. She did want Dad's money.
So,
to be fair.
But I think this is a relationship ender, and we find that she feels that is the case as well. When they do the video, and Vic makes him put the knife to her throat.
Yeah.
Again,
because she wasn't scared enough.
She's in, and Danny's in. But one thing I found interesting is after it's revealed that Danny and Alice are a couple, the next morning, Alice is asleep. They have to wake her up.
With a spider on her toe.
Was that a fatal
Does that
flaw?
remind you of any other
Oh
movie?
yeah, I thought of it right away. No breaches. No, there
I'm
are
like,
no most beautiful island.
where's the
breaches.
coffee? Where's the
Hashtag spider breach. Yeah, but is that a fatal flaw? Like, if you were Vic, would you be like, why did we wake this girl up? She should be terrified and not able to sleep.
Yeah,
I thought
with all the trauma she had been through, I think she just completely passed out. Because later on, she was knocked out.
I think she's like, well, all right, my boyfriend is one half of this duo. I should probably conserve energy, or no? She really is just exhausted.
I think she was just exhausted.
I thought the story was maybe trying to give you.
She does the whole jump awake with the deep breath, like the.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that she really
$2
was
million.
asleep.
Interesting amount. We don't know how valuable the dad is. Is this low? Is this a lot? When she hears it's $2 million,
she says, "What am I worth?"
And she doesn't seem to react to that. So
she seemed like it was okay, didn't she?
I'd be pissed. Would you?
It's 2009, so let's say $3.5 million.
It's not enough time for
today's
inflation to be a factor. I don't think. Would you be pissed if it was $2 million
At the quantity?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the thing you should be focused on being pissed over.
No. After that, I mean, clearly this relationship would be over. I would be dumping this guy immediately. After this whole kidnapping ordeal, if it results in his death, fine, no issues. But like
he
that
swings
breakup
both
letter,
ways, though,
that
right?
breakup
I mean,
letter,
you could have a hell of a party.
I love Eddie Marzan, but he's not the third in the three-way that I'm looking for. I love the man.
Kurt Russell is now Vic.
Yeah. I mean, he's also,
You're in.
in a Fast and Furious, Eddie Marzan.
There it is. Okay, I have a reveal. This is take a drink, people.
Now?
I have a reveal.
I'm not ready.
It's hot in here.
Okay.
Whew.
Oh, are you taking
I
it off?
found what I would consider to be my Fast and Furious. So you watch the Fast and Furious just for insane entertainment where impossible feats of cardom happen, defying the laws of physics, the laws of survival of the human body. And Ryan's writing it down to see
so
if he
is it?
knows
What's
me
your
as
new
well
favorite?
as I know him. And we talked about this movie recently.
Oh, maybe not.
Turbulence.
Oh, really?
Turbulence is my Fast and Furious.
It's just one
the
movie.
plane on autopilot doing,
thought you said it
doing
was a
the
series.
spin. I didn't say it was a series. What did you pick?
That Triple R, that new movie on Netflix. I thought it was... Never mind.
Never saw it.
All right, well, that's cool.
So that was just a quick reveal. Okay, now moving forward. Since I pulled
Hey, email us if you want to hear more about that juicy little bit.
Well, I said...
I'm your Huckleberry.
Okay.
Don't go back.
I have a
We're
question.
moving
I have
forward
a question. This is important. Say your prayers. Fuck that. Who's better?
Say your prayers. Fuck that.
Ray Liotta's line when he does the shining moment.
I do not know Turbulence that well.
Oh,
I did see it in the theater. And I watched it again recently as a goof, but that's not one that I can rattle off.
That never happens with you.
Well, that one hasn't stuck too much.
God, if I got a headache.
I love when, he's like, ooh, he makes that face when...
Does he do this now? And he's running up and down the
Yeah.
aisles. Oh, my God.
Well, hey, much love to Ray Liotta. Just saw that,
I think saw
that
it's
Cocaine
his
Bear.
best role, man.
Saw
Oh, my
that Cocaine
God.
Bear. Rest in peace. That movie was amazing. He was amazing. Copland, baby. Where
It just got real turbulent here.
where things start to get a little messy
Because they're not...
is what I call...
It's been so cleaned up to now.
No, it has been. I think it's been pretty clean, but the fuck escape. That's what I'm calling the fuck escape.
Pissed in a bottle.
Because she seduces Danny, because ostensibly they haven't seen each other since he got out of the joint.
Right.
Who?
They don't...
Clearly...
They don't... Well, yeah, and they have him looking at her pictures naked, in the other room
Like
that they
Danny's
took.
been getting some in prison. I assume Alice Creed. Alice Creed had been, faithful, so she takes an opportunity to get some.
Well, she convinces him to untie her.
Oh yeah, and a little kiss. Now, see, here's where I get obsessed. And I'm sorry, but I get weirded
when
out
she
about.
switched and got on top, you didn't like that?
No, like milk sitting out on the nightstand overnight and drinking in the morning, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really conscious of breath in a lot of scenes. So sometimes in movies where people have been through traumatic events or they've been like unshowered or unbrushed for a couple of days and then they kiss, I want to die. I think that's the worst. Like, I get it. And maybe like my love for that person could be enough to transcend whatever grossness is coming out of your mouth. But so like
Your mind is amazing.
making out and having sex with a kidnapped woman, even if it is my girlfriend, no, thank you. I'd make her brush her teeth. There'd be a mint. Maybe that says something about
might
me.
be appropriate, but
But
so
what happens
she
after
convinces because Vic is gone for an hour, right?
Yeah.
And he announced that.
And it's all sexy. She's like, "How long's he gone?" About
Yeah,
an hour.
yeah.
I'm like, "Ooh, they're gonna
She's
do
like,
it."
my hands hurt, let me go. And then so she convinces him.
Yeah, this is going to be a fuck escape.
Then she gets on top, and then bam, handcuffs the left wrist because it's already cuffed to the headboard, whatever.
What
it is.
happens here is, I don't know how to describe it. As actors,
A naked sidekick chokeout. I just
beautiful
fucking
man.
called
you did
that.
it, yeah.
I must say
he's
his form,
completely nude.
his form was pretty good.
He's completely nude, and his left hand is handcuffed to the bed, and he ends up kicking his girlfriend full in the chest,
yeah,
kicking her in the
front
head,
thrust
I
kick.
think,
Yep.
for all those technical
While
people
she's
out there.
while she's getting the keys out of his pants. Yeah.
And so, I mean, a Merkin must...
That
I
one
don't
was
know.
a little rough because I
So-
thought she could have spun out of that somehow, but he had her pinned right against the wall. Pretty good, but that was
Are
kind
you
of a little.
criticizing the victim's inability to escape the chest kick?
No, he
just collapsed her lungs.
The choke with you're saying that was body blows and then she was weak. Okay, I like it. I like where you're going.
Start with don't hit ladies, don't hit
Go to
anybody,
the body.
really.
This guy goes to the body like nothing you've ever seen before.
Power.
We need speed.
He's going to
Demon
tear
speed.
you apart. Yeah, so I always like when a woman gets front kicked right in the chest. Speaking of Action Jackson, a girl gets kicked right
So,
through a window and dies in that
when
movie.
you take Taekwondo and you have to spar with a lady, it sucks because you always feel bad like when you do kick them in the abdomen
I do
or
feel
chest.
like you may not want to continue sharing this bit of personal information.
No, it's if your son's in Taekwondo, what happens when he's got to kick a girl?
He hasn't done it for a little while, but he does it with the equal vigor as they kick him back. So yeah, they're all at that age. It's beautiful because they're all just kicking each other. No, who gives a shit?
It's like a pillow fight.
So we should all get back to that. When she gets out, because she gets herself out and calls the police, and now I'm like,
Yeah.
is that the police? Who's in on? Who's zooming who? That's what I want to know. That old does that? That's. Do you hear the crickets on that musical reference? So I just don't know who.
I'm listening.
I think maybe Alice may be in on it somehow.
Why?
I don't know. I just think, maybe she and Danny have worked something
She
out.
says, I've been kidnapped. I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Looks out the window and says, I'm up high. She's in a complete panic. Then she sees the gun.
And then what happens when it doesn't 911 like it's going to be a minute or something because she's like, you got to come here now.
Yeah, she's
she
like,
gets really
"Can you-"
frustrated,
She
like,
asks them if you can
"You-
trace the call.
Have got to get here now. So she's frantic.
He's gonna kill me.
Well, I mean, yeah. I think Vic is going to.
Yeah. Then she sees the gun and she's like, oh, I think I can found a way out of here. Right.
Yeah.
I can get the keys. And then
But
so this happened right before
ostensibly the police are on the way at this point.
the naked sidekick chokeout. That's got to go in the description. That's a hashtag right there.
Yeah. Well, now I'm believing that Vic is going to come in, murder them both, fine.
Yeah.
Because once the tables get turned,
You're like, holy shit, they're fucked.
what's going to happen? This guy, and once how does the tables get turned? How does she get?
Well, she's unconscious, so he just ties
like
and
after
whatever back down to the bed, and then he goes out there and pretends there's the whole the whole bullet thing and the swallowing in the toilet, but which we'll leave that to the viewers to enjoy.
So again, there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of tension, which is pretty cool. And when they have to wake her up after she's been choked out, That's tense.
Yeah, she won't wake up.
Because he's like, what? Vic's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know.
Maybe the gag was too
You
tight.
know,
Yeah.
things happen. Shit happens. And at this point, Vic is not a chill dude. Like, you have an explanation for this shit.
Ever.
You know? So
Ever. He doesn't-
He gets the smelling salts. She wakes up, and things just go awry from this point.
It's spinning out of control.
I mean, it
it's the
feels that
747 doing the upside down spin.
Yes,
and
that
the
is a
level
good
6
turbulence
storm
reference.
is what's happening at this very moment right now.
Yeah.
And Ray Liotta's running down the aisle, dashing
Yeah.
through the snow.
Well, if Vic didn't go to the cell phone, I think we'd be fine.
What's funny is chaining her back up, he didn't realize the phone was in her pocket, because that's how Vic finds out.
Yeah.
He wakes her up and then the cell phone falls out of her pocket, and then you're like, oh shit, because we know how scary Vic is. And when he finds she had a cell phone and called the police, oh my.
And we got to move.
Say your prayers.
Got to move. And now they're they got to be mobile, which is that. I mean, that's difficult, right? You're moving dead weight. Still, I don't think Alice is on board now with the plan again. So now everybody's kind of.
Well, she spills the beans at that point. She lets them know.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so Danny's going to get the van or whatever.
Yeah.
And
she does.
And Vic becomes unhinged, is going to kill. This is the punch scene.
Yeah.
And the choke scene.
Oh right, where
it had to be filmed over 2
that's
days
right,
because he punched her on accident, we think, in the face. She got a bloody nose. They had to stop filming it that day and pick it up the next day.
You know what?
It was on accident. He was in character. But Gemma said in interviews that she didn't know where the line was between acting and realism after that, because she was legitimately terrified that he was going to hit her again, whether on accident, because he was so terrifying. So she was like, I don't think I was acting. I was genuine, and it shows.
I think it's got to be, regardless of the lights and the crew, it's still got to be scary as shit.
It is so real.
Somebody
so
screaming at you, you're still tied to a bed.
Yeah.
I'm
sure.
you
forget about everybody else in the room.
They had a safe word on set and all that kind of stuff. A lot of sets like this have that stuff.
Yeah.
But what
do you think it
still
was?
Scary as hell.
Rumpelstiltskin?
I dig that. Yeah, I do. Rumpelstiltskin.
You think that was it?
Because I've been listening to the band Rumpelstiltskin Grinder a lot lately.
Okay.
And yes.
Hey Gemma, when you listen to this, could you give us a little email and let us know what the safe word was?
So when things go to real shit,
we might want to use it again in our life at some point.
Danny gets himself out, and we find kind of like a tag team. Like, how does that all break down again?
All right, so Danny returns.
They've moved her to a different location, and she's chained around the neck, which is fucked up.
Yeah,
even as an actress, no, that's not cool.
Yeah, well, there's the Vic and Danny confrontation when Danny comes back in.
Yeah,
because he now knows that Danny is gonna steal the money from him and had planned to, and blah blah blah.
And he's
that's when the Vic
his
is
heart.
That's when Vic is the most terrifying. He's like, "So how did you pick her?" He's like, "You picked her." Yeah,
because he said earlier that she was a good pick. Good pick. And he's breaking his. You know what it reminded me of? What other heartbreak does it remind you of in our movies?
In our genre,
it's a gentleman heartbreak.
Fuck.
It's William H. Macy's heartbreak.
Oh yeah, Happy Texas. yeah.
I again, the violence and all of it, but there's a beautiful love here.
Good call. So Happy Texas
in prison, and Eddie Marsan really was going to make a new life for them. They were going to fuck 3 times a day in a hotel room
for 2 weeks.
2 weeks
and only order room
God
service.
God damn it! And he breaks his heart. And God damn it! I know why J.J. Abrams and Scorsese and Guy Ritchie and Malick and Linklater, they all want to work with Eddie Marsan.
Yes, we do too. In fact, it'd be nice. Maybe we can get him to call in.
What? This movie really got me. Yeah, I'd seen it before, but like that whole thing, everybody's so good in it, and it's so visceral.
Yeah.
But it's still not a fun watch, but it's an enjoyable watch because up to the end, you kind of don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And Vic's acts of kindness, although it could be kind of seen as is comical, is another beautiful moment too. God damn this guy, So Vix is shot by Alice, and or not by Alice, by
No. So so they give Vic gives Gemma a shot to knock her out, which she's screaming about. And then they take her to the warehouse.
right.
She's got a steel neck chain, or what do you would call it, horseshoe brace around her neck, and then she's handcuffed, sitting on the floor, and she's completely unconscious. So when she wakes up, she's alone and completely freaks out because the other two have went to get the money. Vic is making them get the money.
Interesting. That's right.
And they had pre-dug the hole. He goes, go get the money. It's an hour 40
in sections, maybe.
Yeah,
because getting her.
So they're crouched in the woods, and Vic makes Eddie go get the money.
Did you think of The Shining?
Or Danny? God, I'm calling him the wrong names.
The word Danny is said so much in The Shining.
Yeah,
and it's a movie I love that I just maybe we should watch The Shining after this. Danny. Somebody said Red Rum, I would have been like, all right, that's cool.
I was leaning into the mic.
A little homage. Well, I think the way everything plays out, you hate Danny because he betrays Vic. It sucks, and that's like a heartbreak.
Basically, and Gemma
and her. I mean, he's betrayed her from the beginning by kidnapping her. Like that's bad boyfriend material. Again, confirmed
Red flag.
here.
Yeah.
That's a hard no. That's a hard pass. And Vic is shot, and there's he's got another set of keys.
So,
Danny has escaped
Danny had gotten
car.
shot first.
Yeah, Danny gets shot first, but nobody cares about him. We'll talk about that at the end.
Piece of shit. They're there to collect the money. The money's not in the hole that they had pre-dug. And he's like, what the fuck? The money's not here. And Vic says no, because I sent him to a different location. And he says, but we dug the hole here. And he says, no, Danny, that hole is for you. Bang. Shoots him. Well, Danny runs away.
That's pretty big. Well,
and he shoots him, and then he goes to shoot him again when he catches up to him, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So then he returns to the warehouse where Miss Gemma is now awake. And then
Still not happy.
Yeah. And he's going to, and I found this interesting choice in the writing. So Vic goes back to kill Gemma because Danny is most likely dead because he shot him in the woods, in his mind. And instead of just shooting Alice, I'll call her Alice for the first time. So instead of just shooting Alice, he pulls out a shot and he says, it'll all be over soon. It'll be painless. You'll just stop breathing and go night-night. And then all of a sudden, boom, Danny arrives.
I like that. You? Do you go that way? I go that way.
I don't know. Where the hell did that stuff come from? I mean, he had that all planned all along, I guess.
That was, I assume, in the hardware store. Again, maybe it's the
you can buy
a home kidnapping kit.
You can buy a syringe and a drug that will put you to sleep forever in a hardware store?
Yeah.
Isle of Man. Boy, your hardware stores are a little different than those in America.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, we get a little, that surprise with Danny coming back. Nobody's doing headshots or anything. You know what I mean? That's good.
What do you mean?
In this movie, because it would have had a different turnout.
Oh, I thought you meant as an actor. Like, here's my headshot.
Just gives out her resume and headshot.
Yeah, Gemma's like, here's my Strawberry Fields.
You saw me in a Bond film. Thank you very much.
I was covered in oil. Just like gold.
That and I know it's a distraction, but that is a baller ending. Quantum of Solace, however you think, that ending is hardcore. What he does to that villain is downright. He just does.
Well, that's
dirty,
how
and it's
charming
awesome.
Gemma is. He was so angry.
Well, no, it's. I mean, that's a baller thing.
I'll bet you make it 10 miles for you drink this.
Yeah, I know. God damn. So Danny,
who knew this was going to be a quantum assault? Yeah, we should have at Gemma. Yeah,
shoots Vic and takes off and leaves them both. And you're like, well, he's leaving Alice to die. Like not,
and she's screaming.
Like
Danny, give me
like
the keys.
Saw style,
Danny, give me the keys.
closing the door at the end.
Yeah,
What
it's
a
fucking
piece of
brutal.
shit.
And what does he say? You should have listened. If you had just listened,
gone
gone with
the
my
original
plan.
What a
none of this would have
cocksmith.
happened.
And he's out, and I love the Eddie Marsan comes back to life. Like,
So
You
you
know.
must have been in cahoots with the writer back in 2007, 8 when he was writing this thing and said, "Look, my boy Eddie's got to be the hero. He's got to save the day. He's got to go into the spiritual realm.
he's a heartbroken guy dying. It's like, fuck this guy
He's got
now.
to go to the spiritual, and save poor Alice.
and he
The
gets
very
the
man
key.
who had the death, the syringe of death in his hand, is the one
But he's also
who's-
capable of love.
sends the keys. The ones that saves Alice,
Well,
and
you know what? I
and
mean,
tosses the keys.
Hell hath no fury like lover scorned. You know,
and
here you go.
I think Quentin Tarantino was involved in this in a lot of
Lot
these
of feet,
scenes
lot
because
of feet,
in this
lot of
final
feet.
the final foot saving
And it's
moment.
almost comical. He throws it to her,
yeah,
and
just out of reach.
it's the last official line of the movie, I think. What she says, because
Fuck.
no, it's shit. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I tracked it, and I think
yeah.
that's the last official line.
I never
of the
looked
movie.
at feet in a movie before,
Yeah.
but because of you,
Oh yeah,
I constantly do now. Or I realize it when it's happening, but it
Yeah.
was a lot.
yeah, it's a lot.
And her feet perfectly, is it manicured, pedicured?
Pedicured, yeah,
Which is it?
Pedicure.
pedicure.
Okay.
I mean, they look a little rough on the dirt on the ends, but that maybe have been a stand-in. Either way, but the keys are thrown to her. It's a little short, and there's this one more bit of agony as she's like trying to
It's a little short.
like shit get the keys. She gets the keys.
She has to choke herself.
I love
to reach 'em.
how again she gets out. She's got that I'm free walking down the road thing. And,
It's Zombievers.
oh yeah.
It's the total spaced
Yeah,
out
in
after all
shot.
she's been through.
and even,
That's a good word for it, yeah.
like the horror inflicted on her. That's what sucks. She's never the same again. Even worse that it was a boyfriend. You'd think maybe it'd be a little bit better. I think she's never ever the same. And it sucks.
Yeah, she'll be in the Mediterranean or the south of Italy somewhere on a beach with $2 million.
Next time she tries to
She'll
buy a
work-
bike rack
she'll
and
work her
sees
way
that
through it.
thing, starts to freak out. And she was, I think
She's going to be triggered, yeah.
she was
yeah.
kidnapped enough, and it doesn't matter how long. You know what I mean? She was only there a short amount of time. You're changed forever. And I love how she's walking down the dirt, and you start to see a
that
little
was-
bit of money.
Did you see the I love that scene, that shot. The potholes
One of
and
the
the
best
dirt
shots
road
in the movie.
and then the mountain in the background.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know what it was, but I'm like, that is fucking gorgeous.
Awesome.
And she's walking barefoot. May I say, Gemma, you have beautiful feet, even though I was never a feet person until Ryan started pointing to, hey, did you see the feet going on in this? it had to have been the pedicure, right?
I don't know. I
was
don't
a
know.
manicure.
Whatever looks good to
Sure,
you.
pedicure. Yeah,
Whatever
sure.
looks good to you.
I
But-
keep egging you on,
but
but
she-
you
she-
just won't go. You
Oh
just,
no, I'm
you
not.
just
I'm
won't
not.
go.
I'm agreeing.
You just
Yeah.
won't go.
It's purple. Purple polish on her toes.
Was it?
Yep.
I thought it was ruby red. I thought it was strawberry.
It should have been strawberry. She sees money blowing towards her, and I remember
blood on
my
it.
first time seeing it. I'm like, yeah, buddy, this
Yeah,
guy's
I'm
dead
like,
in the
something
ditch
went
somewhere.
wrong.
And I was literally
Something's
rooting.
wrong.
Now, were you hoping he was barely alive?
We don't
And
know
she
that
could
he
fuck
wasn't.
with him a little bit. Okay,
So she opened, She
I
opens the
think
door
he
and
was
his body
dead.
just falls out.
but were
He
you
could have
hoping
just been
he was
unconscious.
in there like, help me, and she could fuck with him a little,
Ooh, that's good.
right?
Well, when you do the remake of 2024, the U.S.
I
version
think
of
this
it,
has had its run.
no, hell no. This can go forever.
Yeah. And the last line is a classy one, and I think shit is a great one.
What's the other most famous line where someone says
Rosebud.
shit?
My favorite is
What-
Leon, the professional.
Where he says shit.
Yeah. When he opens
Oh
his vest
yeah,
and he sees all the
I
grenades
love
are-
that one too. But
Shit.
I'm thinking Haywire.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like Dr. Evil going, shit. Well, let's do what we always do. No more impressions. Well, we have found ourselves... Guys. We find ourselves at the end of another taut kidnapper. Todd, how do you feel?
Well, so Alice pulls him out of the car unconscious and leaves him laying in the middle of the road.
He's a sucker for the details.
Gets-
Tell us
gets
about him.
into
What
the
does
car.
his butt look like?
And then has a meltdown. So the beautiful thing about this was the emotions always come after
She's not okay.
after the incident. So you don't have the meltdown, emotional meltdown during the incident. It's after. And that's something you look for linguistically when somebody's confessing or telling you their story. If they put the emotions in the wrong spot, it's made up. So
That's fucking crazy.
the guy wrote it that way, though. I don't know if he's privy to that stuff. And then Gemma
Wait, one more time?
fucking has the
So
most incredible meltdown. So
if you see...
if somebody's robbed or if somebody's, abused or assaulted or what have you,
Right,
the emotions come after,
right.
right? Not during the event. Because
you've got
that's
the
when it
survival
all
instinct
right.
and-
You've got all that blocked
But
down,
then that
pushed
really,
down.
Yeah, I've been there.
and
I
then
get the release
afterwards,
of-
it all comes welling up,
Yeah.
and she's amazing. I mean,
she's
friggin'
awesome.
lost
She's
it.
awesome. She really is.
Then she looks over. I'm not done. Slow down there, Trigger. We're ahead of the game. We're
According
only,
to who?
We're only an hour and 33 in. But I love how she's sitting in the car and she turned the radio off, has a meltdown, and then all of a sudden her eyes they do this beautiful shot of her eyes just darting over to the side, and there's all the money. And then you can see the wheels turning, and she drives off into the sunset with that song playing. She turned the radio back on, and the lyrics are saying, "Well, flip the page.
Is
Wait,
this is this a spiritual moment?
No, I already did that one.
Oh,
So the haunting vocal line of saying, "I'm a loose train now," that female vocal. I just thought that was so cool as she was driving away.
I was gonna say that was the last line because on captions,
Yeah, and
and
you've
it
made me
was
start
pretty
doing
meaningful.
that. Yeah,
But I thought maybe just
It's a soundtrack.
fun to say last speaking line, or maybe she ad-libbed
how
it.
about
I don't know, but
how about shit? I'm a loose train now. Huh?
like, well, Spalding, get your foot off the boat. Even in the scenes
It's
where her
easy to
character
grin when
was
your
not
ships
being
come in.
filmed, did you know that Gemma, she would still insist on being handcuffed and tied? So like,
I can
time
dispel
off,
that. I can dispel that rumor.
on time off.
It's in the trivia on IMDb, but Gemma herself, out of her own mouth, says that she thinks it's funny that rumor had been going around, but the reason she stayed cuffed and tied down was because it took too long to undo and redo. It'd like take 10 minutes to untie all those ropes, and then they'd have to redo it. It was just easier for her to just take a nap and lay there in the bed while they shot the stuff in the other room, because everything was shot in sequence to make it even more real.
That's that trivia,
But
man.
But no, that was all over it. Several interviews
So
I
you're
saw
saying
asked her that.
Had I worked a little harder, I
And-
wouldn't have embarrassed myself like I
Yes.
just did.
No,
reading phony. Like I just read.
It's on trivia and IMDb. I know.
I just read it falsely though.
But if you hadn't
you
done
have
that,
rightly
if you
put
hadn't
me in
done
my
that, I
place.
wouldn't have. That was in my notes to say, and I missed it. So, look at the love we're giving each other
I
right
blew
now.
it. I blew it.
We're doing very well. We've come full circle.
Well,
we are making up in the end.
I'm not going to do.
It's almost
any-
like a movie, an independent movie, with the makeup in the end.
Nobody paid for this. Nobody is paying for this.
No, the sponsor is what's that
New
cologne?
Media.
A cologne
The
that
beautiful people here. So all of these other facts are suspects. So I'm not going to fucking read any of them.
No.
But I know
that one is only
that she did go on to do the Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. So terribly
That is a fact.
maligned and whitewashed movie. So she made her agent steered her way wrong a little bit after this movie.
She did two big ones, Persia, and what was the other one? Like right after that, she did two
forget.
huge ones, and then she did Hansel and
I
Gretel.
forget.
She's awesome. Byzantium, people. If you have not seen Byzantium,
Yep.
you can get Strawberry Fields with Fangs. You must watch.
This movie won a bunch of awards or was nominated for a bunch of small awards, which is cool. You could check that out if IMDb is being serious.
Oh, Toronto. Boy, you're really hard on yourself over that. Toronto and Tribeca were the two film festivals that I saw.
Yeah.
Two of them.
London Film Festival, special mention. London's Critics Circle Film Awards. Breakthrough British Filmmaker. I like this one.
Best Isle of Man Dirt Road Barefoot Walk. I think she won that.
That is an obscure. How many movies were
with a
nominated?
pedicure? See, I'm learning pedicure for toes. I'm trying to remember which ones. I never know which one's which.
Well, I do like, and I like learning new ways independent films are celebrated. So GALECA, the Society of LGBTQ Entertainment Critics. This was 2011, a nominee for Unsung Film of the Year.
Oh.
So I like that Unsung Film of the Year. Yeah. That's kind of a cool thing. So I know we don't...
because you wouldn't think of that.
Yeah.
But that is a significant role in the movie.
So I love Eddie Marsden. Eddie Marsden
I don't think you mentioned that.
I see
Almost
all these
like
people...
I haven't mentioned I have a headache.
I see all these people talking about acting as a great spiritual thing. It's not. There's no great mystery to acting. It's a very simple thing to do, but you have to work hard at it. It's about asking questions and using your imagination. The trick to acting is not to show off, it's to think the thoughts of the character.
It's to become the character.
Eddie Marsden. See that? So I think it's kind of funny, people, because...
What was that? Just like an interview quote?
One of his quotes.
Okay.
I'm just celebrating this man.
He is very talented. And he is frightening as hell in this movie.
We will end as we do with reviews.
Oh boy!
You know. Here's the thing.
How can you not buy into the realism of this movie?
I didn't go with anything that was going to upset you. Nope. And I know maybe there's a pulling for that, but I'm not here for shock. I'm not here for hooey. You know. So
we are independently real.
You know, I'm going to read a bad review and a good review, but you know, these aren't going to tempt you, I don't think.
That's okay.
So these are both
tempt away.
IMDb, 1 out of 10, and it's titled...
Oh, they suck already.
It's titled, Oh. See it?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
The one thing I wasn't expecting was lots of F language and blasphemy. It is not clear from the start why the two guys are preparing the van, the property they take the girl to, nor is it clear that of them actually know her. Our home turns off films with lots of foul language, as not everyone speaks in this manner. Not a film I would recommend, and there is some nudity.
Brought to you from
the
beautiful state of Utah.
I love how that's the line they can't cross is the swearing.
All right.
Nothing else in there.
Now, I've got maybe to make up for... I've got...
Good point, because there is a lot in there.
So, and in their home, they turn off films with lots of foul language. So I'm assuming
Did they
didn't
get to the end?
I'm guessing not. But anyway, that's a 1 out of 10. There's a couple of 10 out of 10s. And one is longer. I'm just going to maybe see what happens here.
Could we get just a little bit, at some point in the reading of it, a little bit of a British in there?
Oh, God,
Could you give it to us? No, I love it.
That'd be my daughter. A brutal, shocking, and excellent thriller. Warning spoilers. I must admit, I share Tom's fondness. Bordering on obsession of Gemma Atherton's boobs, legs, pretty much everything about her. She also happens to be a damn good actress. Something you can't say.
I think I wrote this one.
All right, so I'm gonna, I'll get this one that it deserves. I must admit, I share Tom's fondness, bordering on obsession, of Gemma Atherton's boobs, legs, and pretty much everything about her. She also happens to be a damn good actress. Something you can't say of many British actresses that are also really fit. And she really shows off her acting chops in The Disappearance of Alice Creed. This low... Shit. Creed, I'm reading it. Fuck. This low-budget British indie film is full of violence, nudity, and cursing. It's also pretty damn good. The film setup is pretty straightforward. It's a kidnapping thriller in which two ex-convicts called Danny and Vic kidnap a young woman called Alice Creed. The film opens up with two nasties shopping for some pretty nasty equipment, setting up a room and then kidnapping Alice by putting a bag over her head and a gag in her mouth. It's brutal and shocking stuff. The reason for all this is that the two dickheads want a ransom for Alice's return, as she's the son of a wealthy businessman. From then on, there's plenty of beatings. Adderton is left completely, yes, completely naked on one occasion and tied to a bed. It's a lot cleverer than it seems, though. There's a couple of excellent plot twists which are hard to see coming, and the plot is super focused and tightly written. So there you go. Ryan. I don't know who Tom is, but this guy shares Tom's fondness for her boobs, legs, and pretty much everything about her.
He must be meaning Danny. But, so man to man, Ryan.
Yes.
Look me in the eyes here, man to man.
Yes.
I have a question. So I've done 2 movies, picks back to back that were pretty similar.
Right.
One's a comedy, one's full out drama.
Right.
Am I being serious enough for you right now?
Yes, you are. I wish I was a man.
Both of these movies,
right?
The ladies wore the identical ball gag. Do you pick?
Is this a Who Wore It Better?
Taylor
ball gag
or
edition?
Do you
I
pick
don't want to
Gemma?
play. People Magazine can stick to that.
Come on, play along, man to man.
I'm going to do this other
Gemma or Taylor.
This other 10 out of 10 because I just like this review. 10 out of 10, and it's one of the best. This is my first review, and probably only for the next 10 years or so. I used to like movies, but over the last 20 years, approximately, have pretty much gone off. Special effects, etc., are all right but forgettable. I like suspense, surprise, and do not need any gory details. Altogether, I am more of a reader. However, I get to see a lot, thanks to my sharing older children. Usually I find the book better or get bored. Not this time. First time since Rocky Horror and Diva, and none have anything in common, that I watched a movie twice within 1 week and loved it. It just has a lot. Absolutely amazing actors who should, and hopefully are, live on theater stages too. Perfectly superb camera angles, lighting, background, timing, whatever. The cut, again, timing, angle, etc. Alfred is nodding his head out of his grave. Storyline, believable equals stuff happens. For a reason, and with a twist. And, if you really need a moral message, there are several too. And, as to the title, it is the disappearance, and not the abduction of Alice. Enjoy. It's brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was good.
So, it's
so
first
Alfred
review.
mean Alfred Hitchcock?
I was thinking so, yeah.
I think so,
Yeah.
too. Okay.
This person's first review, and probably only for the next 10 years or so.
Well, thank
Or
you,
so.
sir, for picking my movie for the one
Right?
in 10 years. I'm
You used to like movies.
I'm on. Yeah, yeah. And
And
I'm like,
this
are you
one
sure this one's going to be
brought 'em
positive?
right back.
I used to like movies, and then I watched this fucking piece of shit.
No, I said it was a 10 out of 10. I would have been shocked if that followed it.
But it sounded like it was gonna. That's why I was
Dude,
like, are you sure this is a good review?
I was inspired by that review. Thanks for bringing it into my life.
Uh-huh.
I was just thinking about this person. My first and only the last for 10 years or so.
I'm still
this
stuck
person-
on my cliffhanger.
this person has
Taylor
an
or Gemma? The ball, who did the better ball gag?
I don't think anybody...
no, come on, play along.
No. I don't think, as far as who wore a ball gag better, I think the best ball gag was worn in Pulp Fiction. We'll leave it to that. Marcellus Wallace. Nothing can be better. So
All
who
right,
wore it
if
better?
that wasn't so clever, I
Anyway.
wouldn't let you tap out. But
Anyway, you can
win.
email us at a littleindependentpodcast@gmail.com. If you, don't email us if you have an opinion on ball gags, please.
Because it's so
Not
important
for
to
that.
know.
But engage with us on Facebook. Clarice does a lot of work to make sure that we look really cool, cooler than we are, to be honest. So thank you,
You're welcome.
Clarice. See how that worked? That worked well, didn't it? I mean, if you have a semi-literate thing to say about ball gags,
Go ahead.
we're kind of cool
Sure.
reading about it.
you might make it on onto TikTok and Instagram
Right.
and
But
stuff.
if that time would be better
And
served
stuff.
giving money to a nonprofit, do that instead.
Yeah, do that.
So, Todd, I really liked watching this movie again, and I my crusade for these character actors,
Yeah.
like these movies wouldn't be the same without him, and like thank goodness for him, for
And
the blind or the blurry best friend as he calls himself. You are more than that, sir.
to pull off a 3-person film, right? is you got to have great actors.
And it led
And a great
Jay
script.
Blakeson to a deal with Netflix, I'm sure, and that buys you a couple Ferraris. So that's awesome. Hopefully, we'll do another indie.
He wrote and directed those other two
We
movies
love you,
that he
man.
did, which you didn't care for. Sorry to say.
No, it's all good. I there's something to enjoy about every movie, but I despise the character, and we care a lot, and I wish everything was different about it. But
That's because she was so good in it
effective filmmaking.
that you despise
Well, man,
her so much.
well done. Our next journey, at least as far as we record these,
Yes.
has us continuing with another comedy. So our palate will be cleansed slightly, but I'm excited for the next movie experience, at least for you, because it's another road trip situation, and I'm just putting that out there.
Best road trip movie ever.
That's too much. That's for another podcast.
That's too hard to...
the Ali road trip whenever it happens. So
I
if anybody wants to
do it either.
have
I
us
couldn't name it.
do it in your town, you can email us because I'm looking forward to a road trip.
Yeah, Montreux, Switzerland.
Sure, let's go for Big
can't
Air right
drive
out of the
there.
way. I was thinking maybe Grand Rapids or Cadillac, or Kalkaska.
yeah.
But hey, we'll go
Cadillac.
Switzerland. Dust off our passports. Our first live podcast, Switzerland.
On the shores of Lake Geneva, just like Deep Purple wrote it.
Indeed. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. I don't think we say it enough. And I try to maybe be conscious of that. But
I don't
thank
think I've
you, thank
ever
you,
said
thank
it,
you
so
for
I
listening.
want to say thank you to all our listeners.
We're the worst.
From the
We don't deserve
We're
you,
the worst?
so clearly. But thank you for listening. And hey, Todd,
Yes, Ryan.
we'll always have Monty Toro.
Who are those guys? You'll love it. It's just a little
Love it. It's just as
Like-
independent. You're about to say.
You'll love it. It's just a little independent. You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent. Okay.
We're tense. Yeah, we're two or
Yeah.
two. We're like
You'll love it. It's just as little independent. Like it's just
Like I'm
a little
introducing a
independent.
movie to you.
Like you're about to.
All right. Yeah.
Just as little independent.